Right. Welcome to Marchus Annus 2022. It's day one. Mostly me just kind of figuring out things, kind of revisiting Camilla de Erico's pop manga book, and just kind of seeing what I need to work on here. So I did a quick little person. Come on, another little shinigami. Let's see. Working on a smaller pad of paper for this one, so not as much room to play with. Didn't do too bad on this one. Didn't realize I made platform shoes for her. So, off to not a bad start. Again, this is just me revisiting the pop manga book. I will get into Yoai's chibi book in the next day. Alright, here we are, day 2, Marchus Annus. Here we have just some freehand sketching out of the book. You can see, there it is. Yeah, no actual direction as of yet. So, yeah, just some freehand sketching right now. Alright, just kind of dividing up the body, which is really cool. 2 more in motion. It's funny, so far they're looking like aliens. Hopefully we'll get some better direction soon. Yep. And I just took a look back into pop manga and trying out some eyes, and I did a little face. Just to get myself working correctly. Eyes are always a little weird. But, yeah, so that's it for day 2. See you tomorrow. Alright, day 3. A little tired. Did a little continuation of sort of, I guess it's like an introduction to chibis. This portion of the book is still basically drawing freehand. Basically doing working up to the faces. As you can see, doing some eyeballs. And then noses, mouths, and attempts at expressions. Alrighty, day 4. Kind of a weird late day. Still haven't gotten to the actual tutorial parts, so doing just some basic sketches. As you can see, just kind of playing around with hair again. A little bit with clothing. That horrible hand, wow. Yeah. And feet, of course. A little bit more. Some fabric rolls. Definitely a lot of reading. So continued. There's a lot of reading for props and backgrounds. And just playing around with the idea of shading. More shading, the different techniques. Just, again, well, bits of freehanding from the book. No tutorial yet. And then the last section before getting to the first actual chibi drawing in this book. Just playing around with the coloring. And did a random face. Well, half a face. So hopefully in the next video I will actually have a chibi. Alrighty. Good night. Okay, so we got day 5. See, I went back to pop manga to kind of get the feel again for faces before jumping into actual chibi faces. I'm pretty consistent with the my faces here. The guy came out kind of cute. Just playing around with a slightly different hairstyle. Hair's kind of one of my weak spots, I think. Girl came out kind of cute too, a little awkward. But I got to do Camilla de Erico's little chibi of her character Tanpopo, and this is the result for that. It did pretty well. It does not look like hers, which is excellent. I didn't want it to look too much like hers. I did the best I could to sort of imitate the little extra character there. He definitely came out not looking like he does in the book, which is, again, perfect. And then I rounded out the day with practicing some facial expressions that she had listed in her book. Just sort of drawing them freehand. Yeah. So for this, it's going to be all about repetition. Yeah. See, so last the expressions, and that's it for day 5. See you in the next one. Right, here's day 6. It's from Yoai's book. It's the first chibi character. She's supposed to be colored in. I was really tired and decided I'd save it for the next day. So I'll get to that shortly. Day 7 continued. As you can see, I was playing around with the new markers I got. And it's my first attempt at coloring. Not too bad. I need a better blush marker. And I need to actually figure out how to use my markers too. Yeah, don't think it turned out too bad. The colors are a little wonky, but yeah, all in all, not too shabby. Day 7 continued, and here I am with Bonnie. I colored her. You can see her shoes. This one did slightly better, I think, maybe, kinda, sorta. There she is for some context of what's in the book. Yeah, just kind of need to play around a little bit more with the markers. I'm using a water base as opposed to alcohol-based marker. Most because that's pretty much what my Michaels has that wasn't super duper expensive. Very cute. You can see I did slightly different on the chin a little bit than on the other one, on the other page. But all in all, not too shabby. And that's the end of day 7. Yep. Good night. Day 8. Back in Yoai's book. This is Jamie January. Here is kind of roughed up. Pencil just on the outline and ink. And I'll get to erasing that and then coloring him in. We'll see how he turns out. So far not too bad looking. Okay, here is the finished product. It was going great until I got to the hair. You see, it's a little more purple than it really should be because I don't have the proper markers for the proper coloring. Yeah, everything else looks okay. Yeah, the face came out alright. I'm usually worried about how the faces turn out. Bodies are always going to be a little weird. Made the coat a little longer than in the example, which is perfectly fine, which just makes it mine. My chibis currently don't have much in the way of cheeks. But, yeah. It's going to take more practice. Day 9, of course. This penciled, and now I've gone over in ink. And I decided to do something different today. Going back to Camilla de Erico's book and drawing animals. This is my first little kitty cat. You can still see the pencil marks. I'm about to erase them, and we'll see how this little baby came out. Alright, let's go. There it is. I got it all. Not too shabby. A little scruffy. Not quite as fluffy as she has it in her book. Definitely got a little more character going on in the eyes. The whiskers are a little funky. You might touch it up a little bit. just to add a little highlight. Let's see. Just a little bit. Not too bad for my first cartoon kitty. Alright, here we are, day 10, back to the chibis. This is Phoebe in the book. I've done my pencil sketch and I've done my outline in pen, and I started to erase and decided, hey, let's film a little bit before I completely finish. Alright, so I'm going to erase the lines, and then I'm going to play around with color, and then we'll see how this one turns out. Did some coloring, as you can see. I was testing out the pencils that I had. I have a ton of pencils. There's no way I'm going to go out and buy any new ones anytime soon. But yeah, so this is just me kind of testing out some of the pencils that I have to see if they match what was in the book, and I think I came pretty close. Yeah, and here she is, colored in. And I love the fact that the white pencil blended in so well. Yes, as you can see, it's colored pencils this time, didn't use markers. I think it looks gorgeous. Even, I don't know what this looks like on screen yet, but in person it looks a little weird, but I don't mind it. It's a little messy, but I think it turned out really cute. The expression I got out of my little Phoebe is a little different from the expression that's in the book. Mine's a little more I think there's a little angst under her hopefulness. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how this one turned out. And yeah, bonus, learned a new technique. Alright, here we are, day 11, which incidentally is March in Yoai's book. And here's my goofy little pencil sketch of Miss March. Yep, here she is. She's a bit messy. Haven't done any outlining yet, so I'll get to that and then color in. I don't have the watercolors that are mentioned in the supply list for this particular project, so I'll probably just try with the markers again. Just play around with those. Alright, back again. As you can see, little March is colored in, and here is the final result. She's a little goofy looking. And perfectly, she looks nothing like the one in the book. Perfect. But I did kind of try to follow as close as I could with the directions, even though I was using markers instead of watercolors. The face a little bit longer, which is fine. She's got a slight chin, which I guess is fine too. Made a bigger smile. Came out alright. I think she looks like a little schemer. Very cute. Alright. Here we are, day 12 of our Marchus Annus chibi learning experience from Yoai's book. Continuing, it's Able April chibi, and here he is sketched and outlined. I ran out of time tonight, so I will take care of this in the morning. I will finish him up. I will erase all the pencil and color him in, see how he turns out. Alright, so picking up where I left off, day 12, it's day 13. I colored in my little dude. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Not too shabby. Yeah. He's a little troublemaker. And this does oddly look better from the little screen I'm looking at. Yeah. Alright, still day 13. Since I colored in a chibi today, I decided I'd do a little bit from Camilla de Erico's book and continue with animals. And as you can see, it's a tiger. And here's what I got for the sketch and the outline. I screwed up the face, the snout a little bit. It's a little too long. It looks too much like a fox. So gonna erase the pencil and we'll see how he or she looks. Alright, there we are. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I messed up the face. It's a little too canine. Yeah. But not too. I'm rather pleased how the body turned out. Really pleased. Looks like it's laying down and looking up. Alright, here we are, day 14 from Yoai's book, and we've got her Mother May. This one requires watercolors. I don't have watercolors, so I'm going to use colored pencils. And here's my inked up sketch. Yeah. Hair is still something I need to work on. The face came out kind of cute. We'll see what she looks like all colored up. Alright, as you can see, I've got some color in, and there she is complete. Not too bad for colored pencils, trying to imitate the watercolor effect. Hair still needs some work, but I think she turned out pretty cute. Yeah, the face came out really well. You can see all my little pencil lines. Just me having fun with my colored pencils. Looks super muddy. Muddier than I had anticipated, but just supposed to be kind of a dirty blonde.